Well, we continue to see a spike in coronavirus cases here in our state. So how will this all end? Will the monsoon affect that? And what about a vaccine? We spoke to a local virologist who studies coronaviruses. These very questions.
Its ease of spread is really pretty similar to that of the common cold or influenza virus.
Cases of the coronavirus continue to rise. Dr. Jeffrey Langland, a virologist and instructor at Southwest College of Naturopathic Medicine, he says COVID-19 is difficult to contain, unlike other coronaviruses like SARS, because of one factor: time.
It had a shorter incubation period, and so we were able to contain it better because people developed symptoms much more readily, that we could control and contain and quarantine people that had that infection much more rapidly and control their spread.
This might be one of those difficult questions to ask, but how do you see this ending, if at all?
Certainly, and I don't want to go against anti-vaxxers, that sort of thing, but, certainly the best solution to this would be the development of a vaccine to it. And that certainly is moving forward and has promise, and I assume that we will have a vaccine. Unfortunately, the timeline for vaccine development, earliest is probably looking after the first of the year. So, it's not, we can't just develop a new vaccine in a couple months when something like this comes along. It takes time to develop that both a safe and effective vaccine takes time.
So what about the warmer weather and even the monsoon? Could that affect the virus?
In the wintertime, the virus may have survived on a doorknob for maybe 4 hours. It's now maybe going to survive for 20 minutes. If I'm coughing, and in the wintertime it would have spread, my cough would have spread like 4 feet. Now it's going to spread maybe 2 feet. But it doesn't mean it's gone.
So he says he and his team, as well as other researchers across the globe, are also looking at coronavirus treatments, not necessarily a vaccine that works. And he says he and his team are looking at some different botanicals that could potentially be promising. Pretty interesting stuff. 7:44, we'll be right back.